Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a 2v2 commentary here on Wetlands, I believe, or I forget what this map is. This is a 2v2 map or a 1v1 map. There are two spawning locations, or four spawning locations total, and one on each corner. Here I am spawning on the, I guess I'll call this the 4.5 position, spawning as the blue human. Partner is also human as well. Opponents are going to be knight or human and undead. Now, I grabbed this game. This was this past week that I played this game. I'm gonna go ahead and, as a double human, playing start. Most likely, we knew that we had to do a little bit things a little bit differently. So we went ahead and we did. I was gonna go rifles, and my partner was gonna go AM footman. So as a double human strategy, this works fairly well. The rifle mortars or rifle Mountain King is a good start. Meanwhile, Archmage and Footman is able to creep quickly. You get the Mountain King early for any early hero kills and unit kills, and it's probably one of the best ways to start if you are going to go double human. Our opponents, I believe, are going to end up going. It looks as though they're going to go Fiends and Footmen, so it is going to be Footmen with Defend versus Footmen with the Footmen Defend with range units as well. So here's my build: Blacksmith, Barracks, and then Altar of Kings. My Mountain King is going to come out a little bit later. Also, this is going to be my first attempt. I'm going to go ahead and post this replay up, do a continuous shoutcast, and then break it up. Tell me if there's any issues with the quality, because the quality is usually a little bit worse when I go ahead and try to reprocess the video. Now, here I have, and I'm already at the 2-minute mark, and my Altar of Kings is not done. So that's how far back my hero is going to be coming out. There are different ways to build this, but I opted for a higher wood production because I knew that I was gonna go ahead and want extra wood production. You've seen me do a quick Archmage creep. Now this is just gonna be my standard Mountain King Rifleman creep. Now if you look at our opponents here, this is arguable on how you want to do it. Excuse me, as that little popped up. You either want to build your units or your buildings up front so that you can either utilize this ramp, or you want to go ahead and try to surround your peasants so that they're a little bit better protected. I opted for surrounding my peasants so that they're a little bit better protected. Opponent's Mountain King is going to go out and do some creeping with some footmen, taking out that snare caster that casts slow first. Very, very smart call. Meanwhile, he also built a farm here. Well, unfortunately, his peasant is stuck, so he's not going to be able to get out of there. Meanwhile, I only have my first rifleman, Mountain King now being produced. Archmage of my partner is going to go ahead and do some creeping, and we do have a late Death Knight as well, as he did build his Altar of King or his Altar of Darkness a little bit later. My Mountain King should be coming out within the next 15 or 20 seconds. We do have a Tome of Strength. He is going to go ahead and pick that up. Now this tech to go ahead and build up this farm, that was a very, very smart tech. And basically what he knows is that because with that farm scouting there, he knows that he's going to be doing militia creeping here. So the Mountain King with his militia is going to go ahead and do a fast expansion. I do not know that he's fast expanding, so this is a really, really good tech for him. He gets a bolt off on the Necrolite, and he's going to go ahead and creep this early. So by surrounding that Necrolite early, he is going to be able to prevent him from getting off that chain lightning. So that was a very, very nice tech coming in from our opponents. Meanwhile, I do have my Mountain King, 3 riflemen, trying to take out some units right now. And they're going to go ahead and take out these individual healers, taking a good amount of damage. I do believe that I am upgraded. I'm already at 1-0 on my rifleman, and I am now upgrading the keep. Our opponent quickly doing towers. So those towers, and this is going to be a very, very hard place to break. And we still don't know this. We don't know what's happening here. Mountain King and Footman now going to come and notice that we are not doing a fast expansion attempt. So they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves if they're able to go ahead and get that expansion up and get that resource advantage so early in the game. My Mountain King's going to come in. I'm also bringing in some militia as well, 4 militia to finish off creeping, and it looks as though they're going to go. The Mountain King is now going to go ahead and do some fighting. GM's going to go ahead and lose a footman, but there is some healing going on. You know, the red human is just doing a good job just trying to buy time. Meanwhile, the undead player is doing a good job just creeping as well. So no real action coming in from the undead player. Mountain King currently sitting at level 2. did pick up some items. I am going to get a Potion of Greater Mana, which is a nice item, more Storm Bolt for me, and I am level 2 on my Mountain King. So level 2 Mountain King, Archmage now going to go ahead and head on in as well. See that Chain Lightning does a lot of damage, no defend on those footmen. So luckily the Water Elemental is taking more of the damage and it didn't get purged. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the Undead and the human player, because I know that with the Rifleman I should be able to pick off units very, very quickly. So Archmage, Mountain King now going to go ahead and head on in. I delayed just a little bit, and that is my fault, so I'm unable to really get to any of these fiends as they're already in position. It looks as though the expansion is already up and he's already mining, so the red human's got to feel pretty good about himself. Mountain King goes in, tries to bolt, try to take down a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend gets down to pretty low, and the Death Knight goes ahead and does a Death Coil, able to save it. I'm going to go ahead and try to focus it down a little bit more. He's running it to the back, so I am not able to focus it down. I should have perhaps taken down another Crypt Fiend, or bolted another Crypt Fiend, but not able to do that more quickly enough. My partner wisely decides to do a push here, so he's gonna do some harassing, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to join him. So we're gonna go ahead and head across the map. And Rifleman, Mountain King now going ahead, heading on in there, Archmage heading on in there, and then we run into 4 completed towers, and that's just. That's just scary. I'm sorry. We did not know that this was up. He already has 7 towers. Fortunately for us, he does invest a whole lot into this tower. So he's asking me to go back. I'm trying to. I need to focus down these towers. These towers are going to be a really big problem for us. He also gets a teleportation, and we are able to get down 2 or 3 towers, but the fiends are in as well. He's telling me to be careful. My Mountain King's taking too much damage. I'm going to go ahead and just try to focus down these towers, because the towers are the things that are really doing the most damage. Archmage gets surrounded, death coiled, but luckily he's able to hide using that Cloak of Shadows, so very, very nice hide from that Archmage. Meanwhile, I'm in my base. I go ahead and do a quick heal, trying to get some additional health, and now my head's kind of spinning. I need to think of a strategy to go ahead and try to push here, because we cannot let this expansion stay up. Luckily, he is investing a whole lot of gold to keep this expansion up. He has pulled about 1,000 gold out of there, but he's already used about 500 for the tower, for the town hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's probably over about 1,500 to 2,000 gold currently being invested into here already. So that's just a lot of towers being built. So if we can go ahead and take that out, we would be able to keep and make that economic advantage just not as high. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get level 3 on my Mountain King. Level 3 Mountain King, level 2 Stormbolt, always very nice. Paladin's going to go ahead and come in here. I get level 3 on my Mountain King, pick up a Circlet of Mobility, so I have a little bit more mana on my hero. 300 mana, perfect for that 300 mana pot. 300 mana pot, and I'm going to go ahead and take out this last this last hatchling, and we're going to go ahead and I asked my partner if he's ready to go ahead and do one more push. No secondary hero coming from GM at this time, so at this time I'm going to go ahead and try to do. Am I going to creep this? I don't remember. This game was perhaps over about a week ago, so yeah, I do go ahead and I do come back and creep this, I believe. I go in there, I get I'm trying to take this down. I get a Chain Lightning, go quickly kill my Mountain King. My Mountain King is taking a lot of damage, but that's fine. Get level 2 on my Paladin. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the potion, or the +2 tome on my Paladin, because I want my Paladin to be able to heal even more. And I'm now gonna go ahead and take down this last Hermit just to finish off this position. Now I do have mortars currently being produced already, and out of double workshop. So this is going to be pretty good for us.
Job's done.
Now, unfortunately, there's even more towers coming up the second time, and the towers are just nearing completion. If he was able to get that water elemental in there, perhaps take down those towers as they're being built, it would have been much better. But he comes in, waits a little bit too long, and those 15 seconds, those towers are nearing completion. A defend, very, very important, but it's still not going to be enough. Those guard towers really should be focusing down the priest. The priest able to take extra damage from piercing. And here we have, now I'm going to go ahead and focus down with those riflemen, trying to take down those fleeing units. And it's an all-out battle, and those towers are just just a really big pain at this time. I'm trying to get to the Death Knight, but the Death Knight's able to run to the back, so I try to go ahead and bolt down the Mountain King. But the Mountain King gets into the front. Are we able to surround him? No, unable to surround him at this time. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to just focus down some additional units. Mountain King is very low on hit points. Get a bash in. The partner loses his Archmage, and we have a potion invulnerability on the Mountain King. So the Mountain King, this fight is not going well for us. Just not going well. All those towers, and we must look like noobs just trying to fight next to 6 towers, as we're just